Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to West Rutland High School, where it's girls softball action coming up for you today. In just a few minutes, we'll be getting a game underway for you at West Rutland High School. This is part of the TCML. TCML is Tri-County Middle League. It's a softball league that includes two Vermont teams, Slate Valley and also West Rutland, and the rest of the league basically out of the state of New York. And let me mention those teams too. We are in the postseason as we begin tonight's playoffs. And the other teams from the New York side are Ticonderoga, Warrensburg, Fort Edward, Hartford, Argyle, which will be on the field here tonight, Corinth, Fairhaven, Bolton, West Rutland, as I mentioned, and Lake George. So that is the entire league. It's a 10-team league. It includes two Vermont teams, which have been in this league for the last couple of years. And the West Rutland girls have done very well in this league so far this year, as they come into a contest here tonight with a 7-3-1 overall record. And they are the number 2 seed coming into this game tonight, and they'll take on number 3 seed Argyle out of Argyle, New York. And many of these teams all within close proximity of each other. On the New York side, you have Argyle and Hartford, and Fort Edward, Lake George, New York. The one team that does have to travel a little bit to take part in some of this is Ticonderoga, which is a little bit north of us. But we expect we'll have a very good game tonight. The Slate Valley team, as we speak, will be playing over in Hartford, New York, and they are also in the postseason. Both these teams, Hartford and Slate Valley, will be playing as part of the Eastern Championship. The Western Championship will be taking place over there pretty much in New York, and then we'll see how all this sugars off. Potentially, if the West Rutland team were to win tonight and Slate Valley were to win tonight, we could potentially have one more playoff game for the Eastern Championship, which would be here. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, as we have a nice evening here underway so far, a little bit on the breezy side, as we have the wind picking up just a little bit. We'll be getting this one underway at 6 o'clock tonight. It's July 25th. These games play a total of 7 innings, or an hour and 45 minutes, whichever comes first. And we'll be ready to go here in just a moment, as we want to give you the starting roster for each of these teams. So let's do that right now. You're going to hear those church bells. I mentioned in a previous presentation that I said those church bells are from St. Bridget's Church. And Jim at PEGTV corrected me. That's St. Stanislaus Church, which is directly behind me. So let's give them proper credit for the beautiful bells that they play at 6 o'clock at night. So we're getting close to that. It's actually about 5 minutes away from 6, and it's kind of neat that we start all of our games with the church bells here as part of our pregame show. All right, for West Rutland, the Outlaws / Outsiders, 7-3-1 coming into the contest tonight. Some excellent play in a previous win against Lake George a couple of nights ago, where they put up a 19-5 win and scored a whole bunch of runs in that game, including Cameron Williams' game-ending grand slam. And she had a great night that night. Cameron will wear number 6. She'll be the shortstop here tonight. Number 23 is Lauren Palmer. She'll play second base. Number 7 is Georgia Donaldson. Georgia's going to play third base. We have another number 7. That'll be Haley Raish. Haley will be playing first base. Number 5 is Olivia Graham. Olivia is the pitcher. Olivia had an excellent game there against Lake George the other night, both pitching and batting. Number 17 is Lana Karnai, and Lana will be the catcher, again wearing number 17. Number 22 is Anna Souza. Anna's the right fielder. Number 18, Taylor Murphy. She'll play center field. Let's see who we have else. Number 25 is Tegan Williams. Tegan is the left fielder. And number 41 is Kaylana Simons. Kaylana will play right field. And let's give our coaches credit here as well. Christy Palmer is the head coach. Jesse Williams, Sarah Williams, the bookkeeper. And we thank Sarah for giving us this information, which I am reading to you right now. Josh Souza, also among the coaching staff, or on the staff here of the West Rutland team. And again, they are having an excellent season, and 7-3-1, done very well coming into this contest here tonight, as we now enter into the playoffs. And we have the Argyle team here just across the way. We are looking at both of these teams right now. As you see the backstop there in the background, the West Rutland team will be on the right. The Argyle, which are known as the nickname of the Scots, by the way. West Rutland is the Outlaws Outsiders. And let's give you the Argyle Scots roster here. 5, 6, and 1 overall coming into this contest tonight. And number 2 is Brooke Austin. She's the center fielder. Number 26 is Laura Pagano. Laura will play right field. Number 3 is Ava Cormie. Ava's the catcher. Number 9 is Grace Depew. She's the pitcher. Number 8, Riley Gallagher. Riley's going to play third base. Number 17, Sophie Depew. She's second base person. Number 11 is Lexi Anderson. And Lexi is going to be first base. Number 1 is Kylie Dennis. Kylie's the shortstop. Number 12 is Isabel Alberico. She's left fielder. Number 6 is Sunny Zuger. Sunny is the extra hitter. And one substitution, Charlotte Millington. Charlotte will wear number 13. Lexi Nasavera is the coach. And Jared McDougall, also one of the coaches here on staff of the Argyle Scots team. So there you go. There's our pregame. Those are the introductions of your players. Both teams coming out on the field, ready to get a little warm-up in here before we get this one underway from West Rutland High School. It's playoff time in the TCML at West Rutland High School coming up. All right, we are just about ready to get underway. We will see our first batter coming up here in just a moment for the Argyle team. Stepping into the batter's box, it'll be Brooke Austin, the center fielder, wearing number 2. Will be the first batter, and she'll face Olivia Graham. As we said, Olivia had a nice game the other night in that big win against Lake George, both offensively and defensively. And we've just seen our first pitch of the ball game here. As we have one swing on that first pitch. Olivia Graham right there to the right of your screen, wearing the number 5, facing Brooke Austin. And Olivia throws actually that was a swing, so there was one previous pitch. So that is a strikeout. She just swung at that last pitch and struck out. So Olivia did throw one pitch prior to that. All right, so we have our first out. Olivia Graham zinging that pitch right in there, facing her next batter. 1 out, top of the first inning. Brooke Austin was the first out. Laura Pagano, the right fielder, now is the batter you were watching here at home plate. And that is going to be a base hit right there, as we see that ball tagged very nicely, and it drops just beyond second base. It'll roll out into center field. So we have our first batter on base here this afternoon. First batter will be on with a single, or a first base runner, I should say. Second batter, Laura Pagano, brings up our third batter. That's Ava Cormie. And there's a nice swing on that pitch. That's going to be fouled high in the air. Keeps the runner on first base. All right, there's a pitch thrown away from the catcher. Pass ball right there will allow the runner to move on to second base. So we got a runner in scoring position. Laura Pagano there at second base. And that one is going to be hit right out into right field. We get the runner taking third base, and that will be a single right there. So Ava Cormie is going to be on with a single. We have runners on first and third base. And that brings up our next batter. That'll be Grace Depew. Grace is the pitcher. And we have a run scored there at home plate. And another runner advancing on to third base. So Argyle has put up a run there. They had another wild pitch there away from the catcher, allowed the runner to come from third into home. So we have Argyle up on top 1-0. There's one out here as we are in the top of the first inning. As I said, the wind really picked up here in the last few minutes here, last 20 minutes just before the start of this game, so it's turning out to be quite a windy afternoon here. And there's a called strike on that last pitch, so that will be out number 2, and it'll bring up your next Argyle batter to the plate. Gallagher, who is the batter. Riley just got a little piece of that one there. They call it a foul ball down the right field line, so we have 2 outs. Riley Gallagher up at bat. She'll swing on this next pitch, and that one is going to be fouled off over into the fence right in front of the Argyle dugout. Still that runner on third base looking to find another pitch to get by the catcher there so she can try to score as one of her teammates did. The only run we have in the game right now, 2 outs, top of the first inning. And a very nice job right there. I believe that was Cameron Williams that just caught that pop fly there just beyond the shortstop. She's the shortstop. Just over her head. She just backpedaled a little bit very nicely there. Caught that to end the inning. So we have ended the first inning, or top of the first inning, with Argyle batting. And they did manage to score 1 run here in the top of the first. And we'll have Westside coming up here in just a moment. All right, on the mound pitching here for Argyle, Grace Depew, still doing her warm-ups out there as we look out. And our first batter for West Rutland will be Cameron Williams. Cameron just caught that pop fly for the third out in the top of the first inning. Cameron will bat first. She should be followed by Lauren Palmer and then Georgia Donaldson. Is how the batting rotation lines up here as we have West Rutland batting for the first time here as we are in the bottom of the first inning at West Rutland. Again, this is a playoff softball game in the Tri-County Middle League. Grace Depew still doing her warm-ups out there. Well, we've seen one pitch from Grace Depew. And she has a very nice pitch as well. First time we've seen her this season. She'll zing that right in there, and I believe that was a strike on that last pitch. First batter, Cameron Williams, is going to be the first out as well as she goes down to a strikeout. And that'll bring up Lauren Palmer, the second batter here, top of the first inning. She'll face Grace Depew for the first time here in this contest as we're just underway, first inning. Depew's first pitch. It looks like it'll be low for a ball. Another nice pitch and a nice swing there by Lauren Palmer for the West Rutland Outlaws. But she will get nothing on that one. That'll be a called strike as well. That is a called strike 3, so the second batter, Lauren Palmer, goes down to a strikeout. So far 2 batters, 2 strikeouts here for the Argyle pitcher. That is Grace Depew. Batter number 3 coming up, Georgia Donaldson. Georgia is one of 2 number 7s we have listed here for this West Rutland team. She squares for a bunt, and that will be out of play as we see going down that first baseline. And that will be strike number 3. So 3 batters, the first 3 batters for West Rutland, all 3 striking out to the very good first inning pitching here of Argyle's Grace Depew. So no runs scored there in the bottom of the first inning by West Rutland. So we have Argyle leading by a score of 1-0 as we go to the top of the second inning. This, I believe, will be Sophie Depew that will be batting here first to start us off here on the top of the second inning. This is her first at-bat this afternoon. Sophie Depew is the second baseman wearing the number 17. She'll be followed in the batting rotation by Lexi Anderson and Kylie Dennis. And that will be our first out here, top of the second inning. That is a strikeout. So Sophie Depew strikes out. Lexi Anderson coming up next. All right, nice swing, good connection on that one. That'll be foul ball down that left field line. right, so as you see, a walk on that last pitch, and we have a runner on first base. So the next batter up should be Kylie Dennis, the shortstop, will be batting for the first time here this afternoon. Runner on first base. So Lexi Anderson on first base. Kylie Dennis up at home plate will be batting. That bunt attempt was a foul ball. And a very nice job on that play. As you see, a pop fly right there, taken and fielded very nicely by the West Rutland second baseman. That is Lauren Palmer. Should be Isabel Alberico up batting here now for Argyle. So we still have that runner on first base on by a walk, and we have 2 out here as we are in the top of the second inning. All right, there's a grounder that ends up in the hands of the second baseman for West Rutland. Throw to first base for our third out. Nice play there again. That was Lauren Palmer scooping that one up. So we have no runs scored by Argyle there as we are in the top of the second right there. We go to the bottom of the second inning. West Rutland will be batting. Argyle leading by a score of 1-0 as we again enter the bottom of the second inning. Tri-County Middle League softball action here at West Rutland High School on a beautiful sunlit night. They were predicting some thunderstorms earlier today. That hasn't happened, and it's actually a very nice night, comfortable, a little bit of a breeze, a little bit windy here actually, but still very comfortable. There's our first batter coming to the plate here for West Rutland. Very good first inning of pitching there for Grace Depew. Grace faced her first 3 batters and struck out all 3 of them. She's got a very nice pitch, so we'll see what happens here as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Okay, that is our first out, another strikeout. That's Haley Raish. Georgia Donaldson was also wearing the number 7, so Haley Raish is the second number 7. She's the first batter, bottom of the second inning. Strikes out. That will bring Haley Raish. Will be followed by Olivia Graham and Lana Carney are your two batters. Olivia Graham just takes a swing at that last pitch and gets a foul ball out of play. That will be strike 3 and another strikeout for Grace Depew of Argyle, having an excellent start to this game. She's retired everybody. So we're 2 out here, bottom of the second inning. Next batter up for West Rutland should be Lana Carney, batting for the first time here this afternoon. That will be a called strike. And Lana taking a nice swing at that one. She'll follow that off over the top of the dugout over on that first base line. Another nice swing and another foul ball right behind the fence over there in front of the dugout. And Lana Carney getting a nice hit right there, as we could see that one dropping out over in center field. It's taken over there, and Lana's going to get on with a double on that one. So there is good news for West Rutland, as we had 6 batters retired, or 5 batters, I should say. But then Lana Carney breaks that spell right there with a nice base hit double out into center field. So we have a runner on in scoring position here for the Outlaws, and Anna Sousa will be the next batter. But again, excellent position, pitching there by Grace Depew. Lana Carney taking a nice lead there off second base. She's in scoring position with a nice base hit double. Anna Sousa in the batter's box, batting now here for West Rutland. We're in the bottom of the second inning if you're just joining us. And that will be a called strike 3. So we have 1 left on base, no runs scored. There was 1 base hit in that top of the second inning by Lana Carney. Was able to connect and get a nice shot out into left field, or center field I should say, but they leave her on base. So we go to the top of the third inning. Argyle still up on top, leading by a score of 1-0. This is Tri-County Middle League softball action. There are the West Rutland Outlaws outsiders coming out on the field here as we go to the top of the third. West Rutland coming into this contest tonight with a very good record. As we said, they were the number 2 seed, so they were just a step above Argyle with a 7-3-1 overall record. As a matter of fact, they've done very well in the last several games. I believe I was told they've won their last 5 games. So they've done an excellent job here in the latter part of the season, winning their last 5 games in a row to give them the number 2 seed. And again, a collection of Rutland County standouts. We refer to them as the West Rutland team, but basically players from different schools here are part of the Slate Valley team and the West Rutland teams, the 2 Vermont teams. So they pick them throughout Rutland County, all different levels of players, and nice to see this. Not a whole lot of sporting activity necessarily going on in the summer, so this is a nice opportunity for these young ladies to work on their skills here as they get ready to get back into the school year. We're at the end of July as we speak, so all kinds of sporting activity will be starting up again here soon. And that will be our first strikeout here as we are in the top of the third inning. So first Argyle batter will be the first out here, top of the third. Argyle leading by a score of 1-0. There is a throw. That was a little blooper there in the infield, and the batter is going to go down. That's Brooke Austin. So Brooke, the center fielder there, is going to be thrown out at first base. Fielded very nicely there by the infielder. Second baseman for the Outlaws, and that's Lauren Palmer doing a nice job. The first strikeout was Sonny Zuger was the, or not Sonny, I'm sorry. Yes, it was. So we have the first out is, second out is Brooke Austin. This should be Laura Pagano up at bat right now. Batting for Argyle. They lead it, top of the third inning, 1-0. Laura Pagano taking the next pitch in there by Olivia Graham from West Rutland. We have 2 outs here, top of the third. Here's a pop fly. Let's see if we get enough room to field that one, and we do. So Lauren Palmer doing a nice job here. She got a number of catches there and nice plays at third base, or second base, I should say. So she takes that nicely, that little popper, pop fly right to her. Just near second base for the third out here in the top of the third inning. So no runs scored. And we'll go to the bottom of the third inning with West Rutland coming up to bat. There's one of your umpires, a well-known figure here, that Steve Morrow out there, who's been umping softball games and involved in all kinds of sports for many years. On the field here this afternoon. He's umpired a number of these games here this season. All right, the Argyle Scots out of Argyle, New York. Argyle, for those of you wondering where it is, right over there near Hartford. Big rivalries between Hartford, New York, and Argyle over in the just over the border, over near Fort Edward, Glens Falls, over in that area. That's where this Argyle team comes from. We are going to the bottom of the third inning here with Tri-County Middle League play. As we said, the other Vermont team, the Slate Valley team, under head coach Garrett Combs, is also in play over in New York tonight. They are playing at Hartford. So they had to go on the road, as they are not one of the higher seeds. West Rutland was a 2 seed. That's why they're at home here against number 3 Argyle. And Slate Valley playing over there. So potentially, if both West Rutland and Slate Valley were to win their games, we could see another game here. But again, we'll just wait and see how all this pans out as we are ready to go here to go to the bottom of the third inning with West Rutland batting. West Rutland's had a little trouble here getting any kind of hits off this pitcher for Argyle. Grace Depew doing a very nice job. She struck out several players here. And Lana Carney, basically the only one that got a hit off her, got a nice solid hit out into center field, but she was left on base last inning. So let's see what happens here. That's a called strike. So Depew continues to throw those nice pitches. Very nicely done. Base hit to second base. And there you see the throw out to first base. So the first batter is retired here for the Outlaws. Batting first is Taylor Murphy. She'll be followed by Tegan Williams, then Kaylana Simons. So that was a ground ball to second base. Throw to first base. That'd be Sophie Depew there. Is listed as our second base person. At first base, Lexi Anderson. So those two responsible for that first out. All right, as you can maybe hear here, we get a little bit of wind picking up. but thankfully it's kind of sporadic. All right, so our next batter will be retired there for West Rutland to a strikeout. Taylor Murphy, then Tegan Williams going down to a strikeout. This should bring up Kaylana Simons, if our batting order is correct. I don't believe we have any substitutions. I don't think we do. So this would be the right fielder, Kaylana Simons. And that will be strike 3, so that is going to be our third out here. So we have West Rutland going down pretty easily there in the bottom of the third inning, scoring no runs. So it's still Argyle by a score of 1-0 as we go to the top of the fourth inning. That lone Argyle run was scored in the top of the first inning. Head coaches again for the West Rutland team, Christy Palmer, along with Jesse Williams. Sarah Williams, the scorekeeper, bookkeeper. Josh Sousa, also among the coaching staff. All right, and we are ready to go here. Our top of the fourth inning play coming up. But so far, the story of this game really is the excellent pitching of Grace Depew here for Argyle. Olivia Graham doing a nice job pitching as well. She's only given up that one run in the top of the first inning, so she's pitched very well too. There's a nicely hit ground ball that's going to go to the shortstop, and she's not able to field that. So our first batter here for Argyle will be on first base. And there she is. We're in the top of the fourth inning. Argyle with a runner on first. First batter, top of the fourth, gets a nice single on an infield hit. All right, that's for the Argyle team right there. Ava Cormie. So Ava's now in scoring position right there, wearing the number 3. Ava's on second base. And we have no outs, top of the fourth inning. Grace Depew, the pitcher, is the batter at home plate right now, batting. Nice pitch thrown there by Olivia Graham, and a good swing on that by fellow pitcher Grace Depew for Argyle. Takes a good cut at it, not able to connect. This one she'll foul off. Goes over the top of the dugout, out of bounds over school side of the school. All right, so we have Grace Depew getting on by a walk. That'll bring up Riley Gallagher next in the order. So runners on first and second. Ava Cormie and Grace Depew both on base right now. There's no outs. So a good opportunity, it looks like, here at the moment anyway, for Argyle. All right, that was an infield hit, and the runner is going to be thrown out at third base. So we will have a runner on first base and another on second base. The runner advancing on to third base is thrown out. That would be Grace Depew. So Riley Gallagher, Sophie Depew on base. And Lexi Anderson should be the batter you are looking at there in the batter's box. And we have one out as we are in the top of the fourth inning. Tri-County Middle League softball action at West Rutland High School. Presentation here on PEGTV. So Olivia Graham, the pitcher, facing one of her bigger challenges in the game right here in the top of the fourth. Oh, very nice play right there. That was a hit right to the pitcher. And Olivia Graham doing a good job helping her cause. She caught that ball for out number 2 and then threw the runner out at second base, who came off the base when that was hit for the third out. So she is single-handedly responsible for a double play right there. And she gets out of a tough pinch right there, leaving 2 runners on base here at the top of the fourth inning. So Argyle with a good opportunity, but Olivia Graham doing a very nice job getting out of that one, and we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's Argyle leading in this game by a score of 1-0 at West Rutland High School. On a bit of a windy night here tonight. You can't tell at the moment. It just kind of comes and goes where it's very calm for a moment, and then all of a sudden you get a big gust of wind picking up. That's the West Rutland Outlaws Outsiders you were looking at over there, over here to our left side. This is the Argyle team and a whole bunch of people from, I would guess, Argyle, New York, coming here to town to watch this. Met a few of them here, bringing their lounge chairs and all set up over here on the bank, as you see there, right to the side of the school, enjoying some nice summertime softball at West Rutland. Not a bad drive in from Argyle. I would guess that's probably about an hour away, maybe a little more, but right around an hour. The Argyle Scots. Great tradition of sports there on the New York side. Grace Depew doing an excellent job pitching here this afternoon for Argyle. That is her you see right there on the mound wearing number 5. Struck out a whole bunch of batters, including our first batter there for West Rutland, as we see right there in the bottom of the 4th inning. All right, that's Lauren Palmer going down to strike out. Cameron Williams was the first out. That should bring up our 3rd batter in the rotation. So we have 2 outs, bottom of the 4th inning. Argyle leading here by a score of 1-0. That's Georgia Donaldson that is going to be on with a nicely done bunt. So there she is on first base. So she bunts that one for a single, and this should bring up another number 7. This is Haley Raish that'll bat. All right, Georgia Donaldson able to steal second base. So now we have West Rutland with a runner in scoring position on by a bunt. All right, that was a nicely done play. I believe that one was hit infield to the Argyle 3rd baseman. That would be Riley Gallagher. Throw to first base Lexi Anderson, and that will be out number 3. So Haley Raish gets a little infield grounder. She's going to get thrown out for out number 3. So we go to the top of the 5th inning right now. No runs scored right there for West Rutland. Argyle goes to the top of the 5th with that 1-0 advantage. A little bit different than we saw the other night. This West Rutland team was able to put up 19 runs against a team from Lake George, and just having some trouble tonight facing pitcher Grace Depew. All right, out there warming up on the mound, Olivia Graham, who's done a nice job pitching here tonight as well, just giving up that 1 run top of the 1st inning. So she is going through some of her warm-ups right now. First batter up here in the top of the 5th inning for Argyle is Lexi Anderson. Lexi wears the number 11, the first baseman. She'll be followed by Kylie Dennis and then Isabel Albarico, the left fielder. Nice swing on that pitch by Lexi Anderson. Pitch thrown by Olivia Graham. Very nicely done. Ball hit to the shortstop position. Cameron Williams fields that one at short. Throw to first base. That'll be Haley Raish over there on first, and that will be our first out here in the top of the 5th inning. This will be Kylie Dennis up batting now for Argyle. All right, so that will be a ball. We will have a runner on base now here by walk. There's the Argyle runner on first base. And that looks like the substitution. That'd be Charlotte Millington that is in there batting now for Argyle. And the runner for Argyle on first base will advance on to second base. All right, so that'll be a strikeout. Charlotte Millington going down is out number 2. Runner on second base here for Argyle. We're in the top of the 5th inning. that is going to end up being a single here for Argyle. Lauren Palmer not able to handle that one, so it looks like we are going to have an infield single. Popped up into the air, and just a little bit of trouble holding on to that one for Lauren Palmer. So the Argyle batter on first base brings up our next batters. We have 2 out here, top of the 5th. Riley Gallagher you're looking at on first base. Argyle with a runner on third base as well, so they do have a runner in scoring position. They lead it to 1-0 here, top of the 5th inning. Olivia Graham trying to get out of this top of the 5th. Sophie Depew should be the batter we are looking at there for Argyle. Facing Liv Graham from West Side. And nicely done right there. As you can see, that was a pop fly taken in center field by West Rutland. That would be Haley Raish. We had a number 7 field that. 2 number 7s. The first baseman, though, that should be Haley Raish that caught that. Very nice job defensively. All right, so we finish another half inning here, top of the 5th inning. Argyle with no runs scored there. They had a couple on base, left a couple on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. West Rutland batting. There's again that team from Argyle, New York here you're looking at. And there's the home team, West Rutland, over there in front of their dugout. West Rutland again, number 2 seed coming into this postseason game here tonight, facing number 3 seed Argyle, the Argyle Scots. Grace Depew has given up no runs. Number of strikeouts she has in this contest. Having an excellent postseason game here tonight on this field at West Rutland. Olivia Graham in the batter's box, batting here first. Bottom of the 2nd inning, Olivia will be followed by Alana Carney and then Anna Sousa in the batting order. That is going to be out number 1. That is a strikeout. Olivia Graham, the pitcher, getting struck out by her fellow pitcher, Grace Depew. Now Alana Carney coming up next. Atlanta had one nice hit for West Rutland here. They were struggling a little bit getting anything off Grace Depew here. Atlanta hit a nice shot earlier in the contest. Got left on base, and now she hits it again to the infield, and let's see if she can beat this one out. Nope, she's going to be thrown out at first base. So that was a grounder on the ground to Sophie Depew. Throws it to Lexi Anderson, the first base person there, for out number 2. So Lana will be followed by Anna Sousa in the lineup. West Rutland trying to get something going here. Down 1-0, bottom of the 5th inning. So this game moving along pretty quickly here. They haven't had a whole lot of base runners in this ball game at all, so they haven't really seen a whole lot of opportunity to score. All right, that's going to be a hit on the ground to the infield. The base runner going to be tagged out on the way to first base for out number 3. So Anna Sousa, just a little hit right into the dirt pretty much there. Then ball picked up, she's tagged out. No runs scored for West Rutland here. In the bottom of the 5th, we go to the top of the 6th inning. Coming up, Argyle leading this one by a score of 1-0. Okay, our first batter up there for Argyle is going to be on by a walk. That's Laura Pagano that's on first base. Laura's going to be followed by Ava Cormie and Grace Depew are the batters. 1, 2, 3 this inning. That is going to be a hit out into right field. Actually center field. So nicely done right there. Ava Cormie just tagging that one very nicely, gets the ball to go rolling out into center field, advances the runner onto third base. So Laura Pagano over there on third base. Ava Cormie. Nice job on that. We got runners in scoring position, 2 runners in scoring position. Riley Gallagher up at bat. Riley's going to tag one. Oh, very nicely done. It's hit to Cotton center field. Nice job right there by the center fielder. Taylor Murphy right there doing a good job catching that one. For out number 1. Got right under it very nicely. So both runners stay on base, second and third. Next batter up. Laura Pagano again is on third base. Ava Cormie on second base. Grace Depew just flew out there to center field. This brings up Riley Gallagher at home plate batting. And that is going to be a foul ball down that third base line. Well, the runner on third base, that would be Laura Pagano, I believe, just got to home. I'm going to say she scored on that. We had a grounder to the infield to first base. It was hit to Haley Raish. Haley threw it to home base, but I don't think she got there in time. I think we had a run scored right there by Argyle. So that would give them a 2-0 advantage. Got a runner in scoring position on third base, 1 runner on second base. All right, 2 more runs are going to score for Argyle here. They clear the bases. So that double that was just hit right there. So nice job clearing the bases by Lana, or actually that was Sophie Depew that just hit that one out into right field. So there's Sophie on second base. That double will bring in a couple of runs right there, a couple of more runs. So Argyle leading right now by a score of, unofficially, this score is 4-0 here, top of the fifth inning, top of the sixth inning. And there we see a little conference on the pitcher's mound here for West Rutland. So Olivia Graham and her fellow teammates having a conference. Head coaches are Christy Palmer and Jesse Williams. Just trying to regroup here a little bit. All right, another base hit there by Argyle. That's going to be a double. So we have runners on second and third now as Lexi Anderson able to hit that one out into center field. That'll bring up Kylie Dennis now, the next batter here for Argyle. All right, that one hit high in the air. Nice job there by West Rutland's third base person right there. That would be Georgia Donaldson. Gets that pop fly for, that should be out number 2. And again, Argyle, the Scots with runners on second and third, brings up our next batter here for Argyle. That is going to be a single that is going to score another run. So that's Charlotte Millington. That was the substitution. She just batted there, got a single, brings in another run. So that should be 4 runs scored here so far in the top of the 6th inning by Argyle. Another run is going to be scored right there as we get a pop fly single. That was Sonny Zuger there on first base. Just got the single wearing the number 6. So So Sonny is the extra hitter. Pitcher is Olivia Graham, trying to get out of this top of the 6th inning. All right, well, there will be another hit from Argyle. That is Brooke Austin, the top of the batting order, number 2, you see right there with a single. Moves a runner on down to the second base. And we have our next batter here up. This should be Laura Pagano. All right, Argyle, as you can see, they got 2 out here. Top of the 6th inning, runners on 2nd and 3rd in scoring position. Laura Pagano, the batter for Argyle. Laura fouls one off into the backstop. But a very good inning here unofficially for Argyle, scoring 4 runs here in the top of the 6th inning. So they have a 5-0 advantage. All right, nice job again by the second baseman, who's had a nice night defensively. That's Lauren Palmer that just catches that pop fly for the 3rd out. But it was a tough inning right there, top of the 6th inning for West Rutland. A good one for Argyle. They put up 4 runs unofficially in that inning. So they are going to be going to the bottom of the 6th inning right now. West Rutland down by a 5-0 advantage. So 4 runs scored there, top of the 4th. by the Argyle Scots, the number 3 seed in this postseason TCML softball game at West Rutland High School. And as we speak, once again, the other Vermont team, 2 Vermont teams here in this league. Slate Valley is the other. They are playing over in Hartford, New York, they tell me tonight. So that's how the playoff bracket breaks down here in the East. So the winner of this game and the winner of that game would play each other for the East Championship, and then the Western side would be doing their thing as well. And we're getting very close to the end of this season here, as we are in the last few days of the month of July. As we have actually last week of the month of July. We're July 25th here today. But a nice night for softball here, as we've had quite a heat wave all summer tonight. Pretty cool. There are the Argyle girls right there. Their pitchers had an exceptional night here tonight. We've been talking about her throughout this presentation. Grace Depew has retired a number of batters. She's got a very nice pitch, and we've had West Rutland having a very hard time just getting some base runners on here tonight against her pitching. And there's Grace in there to continue. And as I say that, that one hit very nicely, but it will be foul. And we can see that one going right down that left field or right field line. Tegan Williams in the batter's box here for West Rutland. Bottom of the 6th inning. And she's going to, ball was dropped by the catcher there. Tegan taken off down toward first base. Showed some nice hustle there, but thrown out at first base. And this will bring up our next batter here for West Rutland. That's one number I did not get for our roster here. So there's a number 44 here that will be batting for West Rutland. I don't have that name. I think earlier I said it was Kaylana Simons, but it's not. So there is our number 44 batting now for West Rutland. Takes a nice swing at that last pitch. She's also playing out in left field, actually, or right field, as we saw her on defense here moments ago. Takes another nice cut at that one. And she will strike out. So that will be out number 3. As you can see, everybody clear in the field. So West Rutland is going to come up empty here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So we go to the top of the 7th inning. One more inning to go. Argyle up on top by a score of 5-0 unofficially. They scored 1 run in the top of the 1st inning. And they scored 4 more in the top of the 6th inning. And that is where the scoring occurred. West Rutland has not had really a whole lot of opportunity here. They're having, again, some tough times here with this pitcher they are facing tonight. Grace Depue's having an excellent night once again. And Olivia Graham is back there on the mound, out there on the mound. There you see her, number 5. Getting ready to face her first Argyle batter coming up. All right, so we go to the top of the 7th inning with Argyle batting. All right, your first Argyle batter is going to be on by a walk on first base. Going to easily make her way down to second base. That's Ava Cormie. So Ava got on by a walk. Ava takes second base on that errant pitch. Grace Depue is the batter. So Argyle with a runner in scoring position. That one will be fouled down the right field line, out of play. All right, very nicely done. Nice fielding play. Grace Depue is going to be thrown out at first base. we'll bring up our next batter. This will be Riley Gallagher now batting. Riley will bat here in the top of the 7th inning for Argyle. Argyle Scots leading this playoff game here. As we say, we are in the playoffs, so okay, there's a good grounder right to second base. There's a throw to first. Very nicely done by the first baseman right there to pick that one up. That throw a little bit low into the dirt, but Haley Raish dug that out very nicely. And Lauren Palmer there at second base doing a good job fielding that one, but that will be out number 2. So we have our next batter up. This should be Sophie Depew, I believe. And that one popped in the air right to Lauren Palmer. Lauren's been a bright spot here tonight for West Rutland for sure. Good, great defensive play. So that one is going to be popped out for out number 3. So Argyle leaves a couple on, and they score no runs top of the 7th inning. So this is it for West Rutland. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. They've had a lot of difficulty getting any runs up there. Unofficially, Argyle leading by a score of 5-0. 4 of those runs scored here last inning. Top of the 6th inning, so a last chance. These are 7-inning games, so West Rutland will get an opportunity here coming out in the bottom of the 7th inning. As we said, they play 7 innings or an hour and 45 minutes, which is just about at the time limit too here. We're an hour and 40 minutes into this, so they're going to just go here to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Argyle Scots of Argyle, New York. Lots of New York teams here in this league, and it's good to see them and playing some of the competition here in Vermont. Just 2 Vermont teams, but as we understand from Garrett Combs, this is the 2nd year the Vermont teams have been in this league. They're very happy with it. The New York teams needed a little help filling out their league, so they came here to the Vermont side of the border, not too far away. As we said, you got teams from Hartford, Argyle, Lake George, New York, all about an hour away. The team with the longest distance looked to me to be Ticonderoga. So they got a bit of a drive to get down here and play in these games. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. West Rutland's going to need a good inning here if they want to keep going here in the postseason. So we said our Slate Valley team playing over in Hartford, New York tonight on the road. Hartford the higher seed in that game. So you win, you continue, and if not, then you'll finish up your season here. It's a really nice contest where this West Rutland team defeat Lake George the other night, 19-5. They had no trouble hitting in that one, putting all kinds of runs up. Excellent play from several of their players in that one. But this is not the same night. Grace Depew doing an excellent job again on the mound pitching for Argyle. That's Grace right there getting ready to deliver her next pitch. That is going to be a strikeout. Cameron Williams had an excellent, that was Cameron right there, by the way, hit a grand slam in that game against Lake George. Had a couple of other hits too, drove in a whole bunch of runs in that. Having a little tougher time of it here tonight against this Argyle pitcher. So we got 1 out, bottom of the 7th inning. And that'll bring up our next batter. This should be Lauren Palmer that is batting here. Lauren is the second baseman. She's done a great job defensively here tonight for West Rutland with a number of nice defensive plays. But the offense has been a little bit lagging. Very nice swing on that one. Not able to connect. That'll be strike number 2. That is going to be a foul ball down the right field line, fielded right there by one of the spectators. Nice job by the right fielder right there for Argyle. That was a pop fly. She did a beautiful job fielding that one. So that is number 26, Laura Pagano. Gets right out there underneath that one and gets Lauren Palmer by pop fly for out number 2. So this should bring up Georgia Donaldson. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning, so this will be it here. This may be our last batter here. We'll see what happens. All right, that will be a called foul ball by the home plate umpire.
Here we go now!
That was a bunt fielded by the third base person, throw to first base for out number 3. And that is it for West Rutland, bottom of the 7th inning. And that really will be it for West Rutland as far as this 2024 TCML season, as they lose this playoff game to Argyle tonight. Unofficially, our final score was 5-1. Argyle winning. Just recapping the scoring, Argyle again scoring in the top of the 1st inning, 1 run, and then they put up 4 more runs in the top of the 6th inning. West Rutland not able to get anything going offensively here tonight. So that is probably the end of the season you were looking at there for this West Rutland team, the Outlaws Outsiders / Outsiders. Slate Valley playing again over in Hartford tonight, our other Vermont team, and we are in the postseason. So it's been fun watching some of this summertime softball here, and we certainly enjoyed being a part of this, and I'm sure the players had a lot of fun as well, and congratulations to West Rutland on an excellent season. West Rutland came here with the higher seed. They were 7-3-1 overall, the number 2 seed. Argyle, the number 3 seed at 5-6-1, but Argyle will advance on to the next round. They'll play the winner of that Slate Valley Hartford game taking place tonight as we speak. So there are the winners, the Argyle Scots. Congratulations to the Argyle team under Coach Lexi Nassavera. And congratulations again to the West Rutland team for an excellent season. I'm sure you had a lot of fun. Christy Palmer, their head coach, Jesse Williams, Sarah Williams, the scorekeeper, thank you for your help. Josh Souza. This has been a presentation on PEGTV TCML, Tri-County Middle League Softball. Thank you for watching.